Hi everyone, welcome to DSA Code. Today we are going to solve a classic problem on stack, which is min-max problem, commonly known as min-max problem. All right. So what we actually have to do, we have to, before we actually get started with min-max, I want you to know what stack exactly means. So stack basically means it is a linear data structure with a which uses last in first out method to push in or push out any element in the stack. All right, so we are going to I'll show you example that we have a stack. Suppose for example we have a stack with 5 element, and then we want to push we actually pushed 5 in the stack, and then in push 2 what we did is we pushed 2 in the stack, and then it becomes to be like this. And whatever we are putting on whatever we are pushing, that basically goes on the second element. All right, so when we pop the last element, very first element. All right, so this is how stack actually works, and we are going to solve min max problem by looking at the stack. We have to find the mean and the max. So initially whatever will be the stack element will become mean and max altogether, and we will have push 2. At that time we will be having option of having mean stack as 2 and max stack as 5. So we have to actually change our stack as per the changes been made. When we do pop, then we see that, as you can see that I have popped. Just you have to say pop, and then the seventh one is gone. The last element goes last in first out. All right, so we will actually now start for the code implementation. So me max stack java. Oops. All right, and then I'm also going to have in max stack demo. I want to run my main function in demo file. All right, let's just get rid of this package. Public class min max. I'm gonna say stack, and this much is done. If you have been following my previous videos, you will know the basic format how we actually start with stack. So I'm going to now say import. The very first thing while we solve a stack problem is we import the utility. Java dot util stack, capital S. And then I'm gonna say private. I'm going to actually initialize 3 variables, which I will use them in my constructor, and then I'm going to follow them uh, in my entire code. All right, so there'll be, uh, I mean, as we are solving stack problems, the very first, the very first variable which I'll be creating is going to be stack integer. I name it as stack. Then I'm gonna copy, paste, paste, and then I'm gonna say mean stack max. So this much is clear. And then we are actually going to create the constructor. That has to be named exactly as your main class. And then I'm gonna say stack equals new stack. All right. And then I'm gonna have two more mean stack equals new stack. All right. And then max stack equals to new stack. So this much is clear. We initialized private variables for the constructor. We gave them values as stack. Basically, we decided what kind of data type will be there. So it is stack. And then I'm going to have push, pop, and get min, get max. Four functions we need to have. Push, pop, get min, get max. These four functions we need to have in our class now. I'm gonna quickly make sure that I do it very quick. And then I'm always going to have a parameter as value. All right. And then I will change this to pop, get min, max. Get min, get max will not have any parameter as we need to get it. So I'm gonna push the stack variable. I'm gonna push into my stack, whatever the value comes. And then I'm gonna check whether the stack is empty every time, or I'm also going to check whether the value is less than the peak, because uh, we cannot actually put anything greater than that. We also have to check whether it will be greater. So both of the times we are going to push into a stack, even if it is less or even if it is greater than, but it should not be empty. Or you can say it should, if it is not empty, I'll just make sure that I make you understand this by the code I write. Is empty, then the value, and that is it. And also I'm going to check if the value is greater than the peak. Okay, so I'm gonna copy, then I'm gonna paste. It is greater. We're going to push it into the stack anyways. If it is minimum, then main stack dot push the value. I forgot to change here. Max. All right. Max stack equals dot push dot Uh, I think this step is too much easy for everybody to understand that if it is less, then we are pushing it into mean stack, and if it is more, then we are pushing it to the main max stack. And then I'm gonna check whether in pop, basically we cannot pop an empty stack, right? So we have to actually write a, a warning. All right. So I'm gonna say stack dot is empty. And if it is, then I'm gonna say throw. I'm gonna say throw new. Let's say we have illegal access, illegal error, illegal state. Actually need illegal state exception. All right. Then I'm gonna say that it is empty. And then I'm gonna be initialize a variable, whatever is popped, and then stack dot pop. And then if we are actually able to pop a mean or if it is max, that also we have to decide, right? We will say there'll be two ifs. One if for mean, one if for max. So if the popped is equal to mean stack peak, and we are going to say mean stack dot pop. And if it is from the max stack, we're going to actually check if it is from man stack peak, peak to check whether what is the current value. And then we pop the max stack value. So this much is clear. Okay. When we are popping something, we need to return the popped value. All right. So and I'm gonna put these a pop. Why is it throwing me an error? Are we not supposed to write it inside? Am I writing it inside the pop variable? Yeah, I am. Let me see what the error is. Void where methods cannot return a value. Okay, I have said that it is returning void, whereas it will return an integer. All right. And now get min and get max. All right. So only thing is you have to check whether the stack is empty and throw an error if it is. So we're going to say stack is empty. We're going to say the same thing here. All right. This goes for the other method also. And then here I'm going to return mean stack dot peak. Okay, again it is a void. I have to change it to int. All right. And then I have to return. Okay, I have to return outside when it is not empty. When it is not empty, it is of course that we are going to return the mean stack of it. And then here I'm gonna return max stack at peak. All right. So I think we are done with this part. Now I'm going to write the main function inside here. And first thing is to write public static void main. Thing and then I'm gonna have main stack. What shall I call it as? Let's say stack equals to main stack, right? And then I'm gonna say stack dot push, and I'm gonna push 5, let's say. And then I'm gonna push 7. System dot print, and I'm gonna print mean max, mean after pop and mean after max after pop. All right. So I'm going to say I'm gonna say mean, and I'm gonna plus stack dot get mean. When I say mean, then I have to but obviously say max also. Then I'm gonna pop, and then I'm gonna say what is happened after the pop. I mean, what are the changes happened after pop? Am I getting a error here? Is not applicable for the argument. Let's see what has happened here. I think it should work. Let's check. Let's ignore that for now. Right. I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it here. Now the pop. Max after pop. All right. I'm going to now run my both of the files. Let's see if I get an error. Okay, I have to actually mention what I have to pop as per the function, whereas the function should have not set any parameter. We are good to go. In stack demo. Why am I getting an error here now? Could not find a load main class main stack demo. All right, mean max stack demo. It should be. All right, so we are getting an correct output as you can see, we are getting mean to max 7 and then mean nothing. Mean after the pop, I mean S2, and then max after the pop is 2. So we are actually getting the right output. So I'm gonna say clear now, and I'm gonna brief you how I actually did this. I mean, let's see. We created 2 files. We wrote all our functions in this: push, pop, get mean, get max. because we need to do the max, min max of the stack. All right. So we actually initialized the stack variables which we need, stack, mean, and max. And then we checked if it is empty and if it is less than peak of the mean stack. And then we're pushing it to the mean if it is actually a minimum value. And if it is maximum, we are pushing it to the max value. So initially we are pushing, if it is empty, then we are anyways pushing it to the both the stacks, mean stack and max stack, as I told you earlier. And then we are actually doing this part, pop part, as if we are checking first whether it is empty, then we are showing that stack is empty. And if it is not, then we are doing, I mean, we are initializing it to a variable popped, and then we're checking whether it is a mean variable or a max variable. If it is max, then we are removing it from the max stack or otherwise mean stack, and then we are returning the popped variable. But we are actually not storing any variable for this. So you can say that pop is storing something, but we are not actually taking it. We're just popping it. All right. So we are not storing anything in return. I mean, we can actually remove this as well. And then after the pop, we are getting the output as desired. All right. So thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned, and I'm going to make sure that I upload videos daily and get you a good job. Thank you. Thank you so much.